This is part 6 of What If Dragon Ball continued after Super. So go watch the other 5 parts if you want to understand what's happening in this video. So I'm gonna get right into it. It's a standoff between the heroes and the Ginyu Force. Well, the android Ginyu, whatever you want to call them, they're robots or cyborgs, whatever you want to call them. So Vegeta Jr. and Beat would have a smile on their face. They would put the Pataras that old Kai had gave to them and fuse into Vegito. Now, if you're wondering why am I calling it Vegito, it's for convenience sake. I mean, they're both like descendants of Goku and Vegeta, so it kind of still makes sense. Vegito. So instantly, Vegito comes in there and transforms into a Super Saiyan 2, which hasn't been seen in years. So his power catches the attention of Snow, who is trembling and shaking. A power that could somehow rival his, even. Vegeta tells the Ginyu Force, bring it on. The Ginyu Force is acting cocky, like they could beat him or something, but Vegito manhandles them. Vegito doesn't even waste any time. He blitzes past them, and everyone he would blitz past them, and every single one of them would then like kind of explode and shatter. Like their mechanized parts would shatter everywhere. Vegito outclasses them, just like Snow would outclass them. So there really isn't no fight, unless Vegito wanted to toy with him. But he's on the clock since Snow has at this point 7 out of the 7 Dragon Balls, and it is possible that he could be trying to make his wish. He could figure out the way how to make the wish, which is by using a Namekian. So Vegito, along with Note and Bolo, will rush towards Snow, who at this point can't seem to get the Dragon Balls to work. It's too late. Now we're gonna cut between a standoff between Vegeta and Snow, while Note and Bola are watching. So the fight between Vegito and Snow, it's going back to back. It's back to back. They're pretty much even. They're trading punches, and no one is really getting the best of each other. They're going back and forth. Now, Vegito decides to power up even more, and he starts to slightly get the best of Frieza. This fight ends off in a beam struggle. Well, not so much a beam struggle. I would say this: Snow fires off a blast, a wave of ki, and Vegito will use a technique called the Galactic Ryuseiken, which is a combination of the Galactic Flash and the Ryuseiken, and he will punch through Frieza's ki wave. I mean Snow's ki wave. When every time I say Frieza, just know I'm saying Snow, that villain. He will punch through Snow's ki wave and make it to Snow. And this attack, this Galactic Ryuseiken, would badly damage Snow. After the attack hit, Snow would fall to the ground on one knee, badly injured. Vegeta would land on the ground, about to make the finishing move. So he'd be powering up, preparing for a final attack to kill Snow. But as you know, plot, Vegito would unfuse into Beat and Vegeta Jr. Now it's Vegeta Jr. Beat Note and Bola versus Snow. So this is how the start of the fight goes. Vegeta Jr. would tell them that it's their chance. Snow is weakened. They have to finish him now. So Vegeta Jr. all of them will really just power up. Note into Super Saiyan. I know, I'm tripping. Beat into Super Saiyan, Note into her ultimate form, Bola into her ultimate form, and Vegeta into Super Saiyan 2, which since he got the feeling of what it was in the fusion, and it's not so out of his reach that he can't transform into it. Beat at this point really can't transform into it right now, but Vegeta Jr. could, because of he felt how the transformation felt while he was in the fusion, so that's why he could transform. Now they would all go and they would tackle Snow. So they're still on edge. They're not so much winning, but they're not losing that badly. They're going head to head with him. And eventually, Snow would realize that Note is outputting the most power out of all of them. She is the strongest. So, Snow would knock everybody away. He would land a hard punch on Vegeta Jr. first, knocking him out of Super Saiyan in general, sending him crashing into like a couple rocks or boulders. Then he would kick Bola in the face, sending her flying as well. Not so much knocking her out of ultimate, but stunning her. She can't move for a little while. She's trying to recover from that blow. Now, with Note, he would punch him in the stomach and Note would spit out blood, but Note wouldn't really de-transform out of Super Saiyan. He would just be pushed back. And so with Beat. So with Note, he would proceed to grab her by the neck and crush her throat. Then he would run his fingers through her stomach, which Note really couldn't do nothing about this at the time. She didn't have a rage boost or nothing. So Note would after Snow did that, he would then throw Note and Beat would catch her and put her on the ground. And she's on the brink of death. But a factor that her golden key plays a factor in this because her golden key could be healing her, and old Kai would tell Shin to rush over there to start healing her too. But before all of this happened, Beat would have snapped. Remember, you know that how Gohan snapped and turned Super Saiyan 2 is the same for Beat. Beat snapped and turned Super Saiyan 2. Plus, he got a rage boost on top of that. And at this point, the Super Saiyan 2 on top of the rage boost made him the strongest out of the group, including Note. So, he would stare down Snow, and he says to Snow that he's going to kill him. So, after turning Super Saiyan 2, he would just blitz Snow. They would start fighting, but Beat is getting the better of him in every single way. Beat is outclassing him. Well, this is a weakened Snow after fighting Vegito. Keep that in mind. Eventually, this ends up like this. Both Beat and Note will try to charge at each other. But after Beat dodges one of Snow's punches, he does this. He activates his Ryusei Kin and he punches Snow with this attack. Now this attack leaves 3 or 4. This attack leaves 4 holes in Snow's body. If you know what the Ryusei Kin is, you know what it does. So this attack leaves 4 holes in Snow's body. And with this, Snow falls to the ground, dead, utterly dead. And this is the end of part 6. Now, before we get into part 7, just know Note is still alive. She got healed by Shin, and her golden key played a factor in her healing too. So she's alive. So if you see her in the next part, just know. Yeah. Now this is going to be the end of part 6. Part 7 will be coming soon, and we're going to get into a new arc.